Many of Thursday's back pages focus on the sacking of the England women's team manager, Mark Sampson, on Wednesday. After being cleared of any wrongdoing by the Football Association against recent allegations of racism, Sampson was stripped of his post following evidence of inappropriate and unacceptable behaviour with female players in a previous role as Bristol Academy manager. The Times writes on Thursday that the FA had been warned about Sampson before his appointment was confirmed. A source is quoted as having told the newspaper everyone in the women's game knew what Mark Sampson was like. Paper Round's view: it's not hard to argue that this has been handled terribly by the FA, but let's face it, the organisation does seem to have former Sam Allardyce coughs. Regardless, it's a huge shame to see the women's national team, which has enjoyed great successes in recent times, in the same kind of disarray so often seen in the men's national team, at least in part due to mishandling by the governing body. Read the full story here. Sterling swap shop. The Mirror reports on Thursday that Raheem Sterling is the price Manchester City are to pay if they want to land Alexis Sanchez from Arsenal. According to the paper, the 22-year-old England international is a target for Gunners boss Arsene Wenger and, though City have denied the winger is for sale, he was offered to Arsenal as part of a deal for 28-year-old Sanchez during the summer transfer window. The report suggests Arsenal would make a fresh bid for Londoner Sterling in an attempt to secure replacements for their want-away striker. Paper Round's view: another day, another story about Sanchez, though this one is at least slightly more interesting given it involves a fresher face. Okay, not really, not least since it's the same fresh face that was touted as Arsenal's Sanchez replacement a couple of weeks ago. We imagine Sterling would be rather put out if he awoke one morning to find himself in the dystopian nightmare at the Emirates, not least since he's been enjoying much improved form since the arrival of Guardiola. Also, at the end of the season City can just get Sanchez on a free without losing Sterling at all. Read the full story here. Klopp in crisis as Liverpool fans turn. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp is said to be in crisis after a poor start to the season and a humiliating defeat in the Carabao Cup at the hands of Leicester City on Tuesday. According to the Daily Star, fans are frustrated by the German's four-game winless run and failure to sign Southampton defender Virgil van Dijk over the summer, and bookies have slashed the odds of him being the next managerial casualty in the Premier League. Paper Round's view: with football managers and news reports, it always feels a bit like a government navigating a dodgy economy. Once someone suggests a rough patch is happening, it very much is. But, fortunately for Klopp, last season was a great success, everyone loves his bants, and hey-ho, there'll be another transfer window soon enough. It's far too early to call this. Read the full story here. Mourinho's charity gesture. And finally, on a day in which Sampson's sacking dominated sports news, The Sun reports that Jose Mourinho has shown his softer side by making a donation to former Premier League referee Mark Halsey's mission to climb Mount Kilimanjaro next month. According to the newspaper, Mourinho and his club, Manchester United, donated a whopping 2 sets of goalposts from their Carrington training HQ. For the match, Halsey plans to officiate at the top of the mountain. Paper Round's view: very generous, big MOU, and of course all the best to Halsey on his fundraising endeavours. Read the full story here.